previously.
I'm going to take a trip back down memory lane. We're going to go back to 2016 when I first started this channel. And I'm just going to have a look at basically some of the random things I actually did back in 2016 when I first started this channel.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for.
Hey everyone, Jamie Leeds Bus Train Productions here. Well, as you saw previously, we did a going back through the past video, but this time I'm going to actually do another one. So this is going to be part 2. So this is part 2 of it. So let's go back to oldest, and we're going to have another look back into the past, back into 2016 when I first started the channel. Oh boy, this is going to be exciting. So that's clicked, so I've just got to wait for it to load now, and we'll see what's going to happen. Let's see what it's got in store for us today. Okay, here we are. Okay, here we are. Right, let's have a look. Right, obviously again I did all these different videos. Literally, man, these videos are just, I know, right, cringe a little bit. I've probably said the best one out of these, I'd say, is we watched last time, if I remember correctly, we watched Holiday Highlights number 2. But I actually did do a number 1, so if I can find it, I'll get number 1 on if you want, and we'll watch it if I can find it. Or if not, just for the vacuum people, we'll just watch a vacuum episode for you. We'll go through one and we'll look back at the best moment I had vacuuming. I'd say it was more a bit of fun with vacuuming instead of like reviews and that. I do admit that. I think it was kind of more for fun, because at the time I actually do like Dyson, and still to this day I do like Dyson. If I swing you around quickly, I do have the DC20 down there, so yes, I do have to admit I still like Dyson to this day, because I think Dyson are the best vacuum company that they've done, followed by Vax for the carpet washing. So yeah, I do have to admit Dyson are possibly my favourite vacuum company, obviously. So yeah, it's quite nice actually. I've pretty much owned every single Dyson vacuum cleaner, but I think my personal favourite that I did have in the past was probably the DC11, which is that big thing there. The second favourite was the DC41, followed by the DC07 and DC24. What I liked about the DC24 was it's actually a ball. It's on a ball. Well, anyway, I've clicked on the video, so let's have a little watch, and we'll let's go back through and have a look. At the time, I had just replaced the head on it because the head was actually broken. I actually did a how-to video on replacing the head for the Dyson DC24. It's a shame I got rid of it in the end, but I will try and get another one if I can. Try and get myself another one, because they are quite good vacuums actually to use. That noise that noise you can hear, that whistling noise, that's the filter. Possibly needs some new seals. So that's what that whistling is, but it does go on for a few seconds and then it does cut out and it just goes back to normal. So I'd imagine the sealing's probably loose. I learned a trick to do this. All you need is basically, if you get just a little bit of lip varnish or whatever it's called, just rub some on your finger and then you just run it around the seals of the filter. It's not much for the pre-motor filter, which is basically the filter that's in, if I go back a minute, it's the filter, the pre-motor filter's in the canister. The post-motor filter's the one you need to look at, and that's inside the ball. So you need to open the thing up and then look inside, and you will find the post-motor filter has a seal. So you just run it around the outside of the seal, and yeah, that's pretty much what you do. But yeah, it is. Yeah, that was probably the best model I had in the past. Oh, and a rugby ball. But yeah, the DC24 was a good model to use. I do have to admit that. Yeah. Okay, let's go back and let's watch another video. Oh yeah, apparently Moleman978 has made a return, so I'm happy for that. The big Mole Man's back, finally. Okay, what else we got? We could watch. Pneumatic Hetty versus Dyson DC20 Animal. Now I have to admit, the Hetty did quite well actually. Here, if I can compare this now, that was the previous Dyson I had. That's a DC20 Stowaway, and that one I just showed you down there is actually another DC20, but that is actually an allergy version. It's not the animal version, it's actually just the allergy. The turbine head I've got for it, it's an optional. I brought that as a separate, the turbine head, because the turbine head for Dyson is pretty good. So, yeah, I do have to admit the turbine head's good on the Dyson. And to be honest with you, I'm more a bagless person because you can actually see what's going into the canister, unlike bags. They just get trapped inside and it causes problems. It slows suction down as soon as you start using the machine. So that's why particularly I'm not a bagged vacuum person. I'm more bagless because you don't have to buy any bags at all. There you go. One thing I am going to mention, I did do a fair test because that orange thing is actually a turbine head. So the Dyson had a turbine head and that had a turbine head. So I've done a fair test there. Alright, so yeah, look, you can hear it going round. But yeah, it was a cheap turbine head. It was just like a very cheap one. It costed about, I think it was about 15 quid it costed on eBay. So yeah, okay, come on, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest and say that's that. Apparently a Class 777's just arrived in the UK according to Simon Trains here. That's the 777-004 which has now arrived in the UK, passing through Rougy Trent Valley. So I'm quite happy for that actually, to see it come through Rougy Trent Valley. That's quite nice actually, see a Class 777. So that's good actually. Right, if I go back, let's go back. Right, we watched Holiday Highlights 2 last time, so let's find something else to watch. Okay. That was my first video there of the 150 and 153, 156 sound pack there in that video corner. I've still got it obviously, because obviously you've brought it. It was brought before it got discontinued. Oh, what happened? I think YouTube crashed. And we're now back to square one. So I've got to whoa, now we've gone to Railcam. What have we gone to Railcam, man? I think YouTube went mad there a little bit. Alright, let's go back to oldest. I'm gonna be honest now. I think YouTube just had a little bit of a Madden there. Oh dear, man! What a shame. Oh man. Okay, let's have a look what we got in store. 26th of July 2016. 2016. That was that Dyson I had previously there. Unfortunately it just had a very bad head, and that's when I decided, you know what, time to replace the head, and that's what I did. I replaced it and got it working again. Right, what video should we watch? Let's watch. We'll watch another vacuum one, just one more vacuum, or maybe another one after this one. Don't know, it depends. Right, Dyson DC41. DC41. Dyson DC41. Is it going to load? Click. It will load. There we go. It's loaded. Oh. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. So first off, easily. Okay. I'm gonna be honest there. I actually had lost my voice. That was my first time losing my voice. I'm a very, very quiet speaker, but I actually did quite well actually. Speaking that loud during, obviously I had a quiet voice because I'd lost my voice. So I am going to be honest with that.
41. So this is the model I did get for Christmas.
That was the one I did get for Christmas, apparently. That was 2016 Christmas.
So sorry if I go quiet. Hold on. So
Even just reacting to my own voice, man, it's just sad. Because how quiet do I sound, literally? Comment below how quiet I do sound right now in that video.
which I've got here. I have two filters in this machine.
Yeah, I'm talking about the different filters now. This is your pre-motor filter. That's the pre-motor filter I'm on about. That's the filter that you have to wash every so often in order to keep it in good condition and to keep your suction rates up. So you do have to keep cleaning that out. Otherwise, you won't get any good power from it.
That's all you want to use on there. So to put it back, this has no pad on the back, as you can see down there. There's two ways to recline it. You can either put your foot on and then put it back like that.
Yes, that's one thing I am going to admit. The DC41 didn't actually have a recline pedal. The one way you could do it was put your foot on the head and then recline it back, or you have to push it down and then recline it back, because obviously without a foot pedal it was a little bit difficult, because obviously you're used to having a foot pedal like on the DC24 and DC25 models. You've got like a foot pedal you have to press in order to recline the machine. So the DC41 didn't actually have that, so I am going to admit it was a little bit difficult to do it with one hand, and there's nothing really I can do about that. Anyway, let's carry on.
You can use your hand and then
So you have to push it and then you can recline it.
Okay.
But obviously my preferred method was actually using the pull down and then push back. Yeah, I'll do it now.
Of Dyson DC41.
Yeah, watch this. Push and recline. So that was my preferred method when it came to using the Dyson DC41.
That's in agitation.
That, by the way, was agitation.
This is basically a jet fire.
Oh god. Because obviously I am going to admit I was a big vacuum fan back in that day, and to this day I am still a vacuum fan to this day. I just don't own a big collection anymore. I've got a V6 and obviously that DC20 down there I showed you, but that's all I've got, just the V6 and a DC20 down there. So yeah, it was alright. It was alright. It was a nice collection I had then. So it was quite a nice collection. Anyway, let's go back to something else. Let's watch something else. What we're gonna watch this time? I think I did get my voice back in one of these. What are we doing? What are we doing? I did a clear class 390 history, man. I'm going to admit I loved doing this type of video. Just basically giving history of the class 390 Pendolino.
Hi, it's me, JB once again. Today I'm going to show you how the class 390 was first introduced. The class 390 is also known as a Pendolino. This is the class 390 itself. These units work on the WMCL, also known as West Coast Main Line. These run between London and Birmingham, London and Glasgow, London and Edinburgh, London and Manchester,
London and Edinburgh.
London and Liverpool.
London
These
and
units
Edinburgh.
were built to replace the class 86, 87 and class 90. This unit was built between 2001 and 2004. 58 of these trains were built, but one got scrapped. I will tell you later about why the Pendolino was scraped. But anyway, these units were built in Washwood Heath in England. And the
should have been scrapped, man. I don't know why.
Savigliano, Italy. This picture I got was on Wikipedia. This Pendolino passes Lichfield Trent Valley working 1H30 from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. Okay. The Pendolino was scraped because of the grey rig crash in Columbia.
Well,
guys,
Cumbria.
That's it for the
It's not Columbia.
History. Okay, so I will see you next time.
Cumbria.
My next train is a Class 153. Well guys, it's time to go. Goodbye peeps, I have to go and fly to my next train. Bye.
I do love to add a bit of humour into videos, man. I do love to add a bit of humour. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh wow. Taking me back down this memory lane, man. Memories. Oh my god. Okay, let's watch holiday highlights number 3. That's right, number 3. This is of the holiday highlights. This included my trip to Dawlish. Avonmouth. There you go, that's Avonmouth, by the way. I know that's not a clear image, but that was the best image I could get of the Severn Bridge second crossing. I have actually been on that crossing. My first trip was last year on the crossing, was going to Kidwelly in South Wales, so we actually had to take a route via the Severn and had to cross this big Severn Bridge in order to get there, because without it we couldn't get into Wales, man. Wow! On the holiday to Breen. Storm Brian, I remember this. That was a bad storm, that was. It was a nice... Dawlish is Dawlish. Ah, that's my first time seeing a pacer. That one. Oh. That was a Harry Patch. That was 43172 Harry Patch. That was the only special livery HST I got to see. So that's quite nice actually. 153. And there's a Voyager. Yeah, it was alright actually. It was pretty decent, to be fair. It was pretty decent actually, to be fair. Alright, let's go all that. Actually I might go back up and have another look at another video from way before I started. Scared babies. Scared babies. Oh. You know what, let's watch Scared Babies. Yeah, this is Scared Babies, obviously.
Hello everybody, I am Jamie Bench and welcome to my first reaction video. Today I am going to be reacting to something called Scared Babies.
Oh my god! Oh my god, going back through these memories, man.
And subscribe for more reaction.
Okay, I'm going to have to be honest now. That noise you can hear in the background is actually the PC fans. Obviously I didn't have a decent microphone at the time because obviously I was only a beginner YouTuber. I was getting into, like, you know, getting used to the recording, etc. So I didn't have a proper decent mic at the time when I was filming that. So nothing really I can do.
You can start giving me requests.
Giving request. Oh my god. Oh my god! Poor kid! Help him! Don't film him!
Finding the pole.
Oh, yeah, that's a horse. Whoa.
That's one thing I'm never gonna forget. It's just when that kid fell off the horse, and it's them two down there. Their reactions are blooming funny. Yeah, look, one's like, oh, I don't care. Well, just imagine you never saw a thing like that. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god.
He's trying to.
Oh god. Poor kid. Oh my god. Seriously. Oh. Now that's I did feel that pain there, literally. His head caught the camera. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, bless him. Why? What's wrong with the duck? Oh my god, that duck. Oops. Don't scare your kid like that, man. Seriously? Some kids, man. Oh. Oh, his cute little face. Oh.
I told you. Oh, boo-boo.
Seriously. 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 Okay, I'm done there. I can't watch anymore. Right, I'm done there. I can't watch anymore. Seriously. Right, let's have a look. Let's go down further. What shall we watch? What shall we watch indeed? What's that? Forget Street? I'm pretty sure I saw that number somewhere. Pretty sure I did. Ah, good old 172. That was the first time I saw it in its new branding on the sides. We're off to Worcester. Ah, DRS 68. That was at the other side. The Hitachi Class 800. That's the reason why I went to Worcester, to try and hopefully get it, but it made no show, sadly. There's 158766. Ooh, do you recognise that noise? I'm sure you do. Yes, it is. It's 17516. That was working the service bound for Hereford. It's working the service to Hereford. And it brings along a sister. Don't know what the number was of that one actually. Couldn't read it. Well, I guess 158766 off to Weymouth. Oh, 172213 at the side there. That terminated in with a service, presumably probably bound from Dorwich. That terminated in at Worcester, probably coming in from Dorwich, or either Whitlock Send. It's either Dorwich or Whitlock Send. Don't know. It's either Whitlock End or Dorwich it came from. Or even... No, they don't do Stratford-on-Avon runs, do they? No, not normally, no. Okay, what else we got? 172339, that was the first time I saw her in the new West Midlands Railway colour scheme. 66147 from Round Oak to Margam. This is from Round Oak going to Margam. There we go. This is from Round Oak to Margam. Ah, nice horn that was from the driver. Again, that was a very rare move for me to see, that was. Well, off that goes, continuing on to Margam. That's carrying on off to Margam. Margam, I think, is in Wales. Northern Rock. I'm surprised this didn't get a lot of views, you know, to be honest. Really, I'm surprised this didn't get a lot of views, because this was actually a miniature railway in Ravenglass in Cumbria. So I was on a holiday up to the Cumbria. So I'm quite surprised this didn't get a lot of views. Only got 58 views, and that was uploaded, I don't know, nearly 2 years ago. I'm surprised this hasn't got a lot of views, you know, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is Northern Rock turning round now on the turntable. Yeah, look, they're pushing around. There she goes, around the turntable she goes. This is the Ravenglass Railway, this was. But I am quite surprised I didn't get a lot of views on this actually. Here we are, this is the coupling procedure. So all she did there was just hook it up onto the carriages, and then I think she just popped a little thing in. There you go, that's all coupled up. I've zoomed in on it there just to show you it's all coupled up. That's really how it goes. That's how you do it. All coupled up, ready to go. Ready to start her journey back towards Ravenglass. Yes, that's not bad actually. That isn't really bad. It could have been a lot worse, seriously. But yeah, I am still quite surprised I didn't get a lot of views on that, you know, to be honest with you. Really am surprised at that. Okay. Where are we now? Moving on down towards, down here. This was probably the last time I used my iPad here, and then I started using the iPhone 7 Plus to go through all this. But it is quite nice actually going back through these old. Here we are, let's look at the Bristol Temple Meads and Weston-super-Mare one. This is an interesting one. I noticed, I didn't realise at the time of recording that video that First Great Western had upgraded their name to Great Western Railway. I didn't actually realise at the time, because I thought it was still First Great Western, obviously, because I've known it as First Great Western for a while. Because I did obviously know it as First Great Western at the time. I didn't honestly know they upgraded it to GWR. It's not until the new livery I looked up First Great Western. It said GWR, so that's when I realised and started using GWR instead of First Great Western. Because I obviously didn't realise at the time it had changed to Great Western Railway. 43136 and 43819.
The 153 unit and a 150 unit.
We actually did ride the 153 unit. Bournemouth? Hang on a minute. Why did I say Bournemouth? How is it even possible to get to Bournemouth, man? That's probably come from either Penzance, Plymouth, or Newton Abbot. No. Completely reword that. That's either come from Penzance, Plymouth, or Exeter St David's. There's surely no way it could have gone from Bournemouth, really. I don't know why I thought I put in Bournemouth. Bournemouth is via Banbury, Oxford and Reading. So I realised that I didn't realise until now. Seriously. What a total failure.
Okay, over there we've got a HST leaving now for London Paddington.
London
from,
Paddington, yeah.
Plymouth, 43166.
There it is, and it's all First Great Western scheme. Obviously it's all full of IETs now, all your Class 800s.
43025 over there that's just come in, basically, as this one's just departed. Here's a train that's come in from Cardiff Central.
Okay, this is another mistake I made. This didn't actually terminate from Cardiff Central. It was probably going to Taunton, but I noticed, if I can zoom in on that, that was actually an error in the destination display. That was meant to be showing Taunton, I think. But that was showing Exeter. No, it was showing here. That's what made me think it was terminating. I didn't know real-time trains at the time then, before, because I just made these random guesses where they came from and where they're going to. I knew where they were going to, but I just had to make random guesses on where they came from originally. So I'd say that's probably come from Newcastle. But yeah, I didn't know. Just guessed. That's all you can do. Yeah, look, say First Great Western again. I didn't realise it was Great Western Railway until I saw 15246. Ah, Voyagers. So please only travel if your journey is essential. Obviously, it has come from London Paddington, because how's it managed to get here then? So it has come from London Paddington. I think it was going to Paignton. I think that's where it was going, because it said it was calling at Weston-super-Mare, Taunton, Tiverton Parkway, Exeter St David's, Dawlish, Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Torquay and Paignton. So I did imagine it was off to Paignton. Yeah, I actually did, that was my first. That I have to admit was my first HST ride to Weston-super-Mare. Yeah, I actually got to operate the slam door for the first time. Oh, I felt so British actually opening the doors. I think it was that one. This one. that I opened. The one I just pointed to there. Anyway, this is the U-turn when I realised it was GWR. Anyway, off it goes.
150 now from Bristol
This-
Parkway to,
This is the U-turn where I realised it was GWR.
and it looks like it's been refurbished. It's in its new Great Western Railway livery.
Great Western Railway livery.
There you go. Spectacular.
That looks spectacular. That does.
That's now 152.46 off to Taunton.
Taunton. Well, off that goes. Well, it would have been nice if I got a horn from the 150. Oh well, don't matter. Well, anyway, off that goes, and that was carry on down to Taunton. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty good actually. Well, there you go. That carries on down to Taunton, and that obviously finishes off its journey down towards the south, obviously. But you know what? It's pretty good. It's all good. All good. Really is all good. Okay. You know what? It's been 35 minutes. Well, nearly 36. Coming up to 36 now. So I'm gonna probably cut it there because I don't want it to be too long. So I'll cut the video here. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed some of these videos that I've shown you in basically in the past. So thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you later. Take care, guys. Ta-ra, indeed. Ta-ra. Ta-ra.